Howdy y'all, this is Redwolf, and our next knife up is going to be the Wild West Bowie from Cold Steel. This is like a old Great Western Marine Raider style blade. It's a real old school design. I think it has a lot more connection with World War II than the Alamo, but it's a classic Bowie. This is a full tang. I did not like the exposed tang on it, so I went ahead and I took a gun bluing marker and I just ripped her down through there to give it a little bit of weather resistance. It does have really nice brass rivets and a really good reinforced lanyard hole back here. It's a little small, but it's not much of a tang to work with. The beak on it though works really well. It's a solid grip on this thing. I think this is Cold Steel's kind of normal rosewood style handles. The guard is absolutely flipping huge, and it's good for holding both this way, the way we do normally now, and you can go old school and it locks, which is the reason why this drops down. It isn't actually to protect your finger. It's originally done like that to lock behind your thumb. And the distributor I got these from does not sharpen the clips, so I'm gonna have to come back at some point and do it. But you can see, if you get one of these that isn't sharpened, it's a big old thick thing. The factory edge on it is good as always. It's close to shaving sharp if it isn't. It has a really big meaty handle though. A lot of people don't like it, and it gives it a really neutral kind of balance. It doesn't feel like it has any thump to it. And there's people that like that, there's people that don't. That kind of translate. It doesn't flow very well, but you know exactly where the thing is at all times. Really good, I would say, if I was doing some of my stuff, it's a really good left-hand knife for some of it. The sheath is pretty nice. I think it's a little bit thinner leather than the Condor, to be honest. And it probably needs to be oiled again. I don't have a problem with this particular snap on here. It doesn't get in the way or anything, and it seems to hold the knife in here really good. It's a fairly loose fit, so it usually comes out pretty well when held strong side instead of cross draw. But I can't make up my mind if I like these big dangles on here or not. I mean, if you like dangles, this is probably the dangle for you. It's got a lot of range of motion, but it's just not my favorite thing. And you can lock it down. I personally don't like tying them down. I find that they brush and stuff gets snagged up in between them in my area. But I'm a fan so far. I'm a fan. I'm gonna go reposition and do some testing in just a second, and we'll get back to it. So I got everything kind of in the same spot so we can see everything. I'm gonna move on and we're gonna do our Wild West. Let's see. Throw that big chunk away. I did. Now, I haven't used this one a lot yet, but if you see my Condor video, I'm expecting this to do a lot of damage really fast. Probably outperform it a little bit. You see, it's real easy to just keep hitting that same spot over and over again. Expand that a little bit. If I could get the angle right on this, I'd be doing in pretty good shape. I will say that right now, that's what I thought, that little bit. There's no hand shock in it at all. I might need to try and tighten my rivets a little bit. Nothing's coming loose. I got something kind of hold it in place a little bit. That went almost all the way through it. Yeah. I like Cold Steel. Cold Steel has great edge geometry on their stuff. Let's see, we're something small again. So I cut up on the small stick that first time. But you know, on this more normal Bowie size stuff, you can just make you a whole bunch of firewood real quick right there. That's nice. I suspected, from what I know of cold steel and what I'm really familiar with these, that this would perform really well. I still need a chop on that, but yeah, but it just bites so easy. Not too bad. This is, yeah, that's a little better than I expected. Come over here, say right here. That's where we were at. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. That is a little bit deeper than my condor cut. And yeah, we're still good. You pay a little bit more for cold steel, and while I might have some problems with how well some of their swords perform, their buoys are banging. But I think that'll hold us till conclusions, and let's get it done. Alright, so that's done. Final conclusions. I mean, it's a pretty nice knife. It cuts good. You know, it takes care of basically everything you do. It's not my personal favorite, but it's certainly the right amount of knife for the money. I think you're gonna get a little bit more than you're paying for out of it if you're into this pattern, this type. Let's see, I'm just flipping it around out here. It's got really good control. Really good control, a lot of options. If you're looking to get into cold steel big buoys and you don't want to pay like 1917 money, I'd recommend getting one of these and give them a fair try. Till next time, this is Redwolf signing off. Y'all keep up the good fight.